Jaguars. Over to another Jaguars player that made the Pro Bowl, Josh Allen. Let's get down to some of the nitty-gritty with him. Josh, his contract is up, so the Jaguars have some work they have to do. But Josh has made it pretty simple for them. He had a fantastic year this season, ended up in the Pro Bowl, and now he's made it very clear. He wants to be here in Jacksonville. Now, the only problem, Jaguars general manager Trent Baalke, when he had his end-of-season press conference, said Josh will be a Jaguar last year, but then he also said he hasn't talked to Josh's agent or anybody about getting a deal done.
I mean, you know, we need to talk. For me, my career, man, I don't want to be a, guy from team to team. Like, I always wanted to be stationary, but, throughout the years of playing, you have to grow as well. And what I've grown to understand that the NFL, and seeing it firsthand, that NFL is a business at the end of the day. So, I do what you do on the field because I love it and I play it and I respect it and I love my guys. I love the competitive nature. But at the end of the day, outside of that, it's business. And if you handle it or think about it any type of way, you will get tossed out of it. So for me, it's let's talk business.
So let's talk business. Look, the Jaguars haven't talked to his people, and this is going to be a very big, expensive deal that Josh Allen is going to get either in Jacksonville or somewhere else. So definitely things are leaning toward Josh Allen ultimately being franchise tagged for the team. So what does that mean? The NFL franchise tag deadline is March 5th. So the Jaguars have until March 5th to decide just what they're going to do if they're going to put this franchise tag on Josh Allen. That's a one-year contract, and that one-year contract is very expensive. Now, it's 1 year, $20 million that will go right on the Jaguars salary cap. Now, that's a pretty good payday for Josh Allen, but a lot of players want that long-term security. So then the question becomes, would Josh Allen play on the franchise tag? Or is the franchise tag just a placeholder like it was for Evan Ingram a year ago while the team tries to get that long-term deal done? One way or another, it looks like it's leading toward Josh Allen ultimately being franchise tagged by the Jaguars. Now, is that the right thing to do? Is that what I would do? No, I'd get a deal done with this guy. Look, Josh has done what the Jaguars wanted him to do. He was going into last year of his contract. He went out and had a fantastic season. He was in the Pro Bowl. He's been a leader for this Jaguars team and a leader in the locker room. He took care of business. He did his part. Now it's time for the Jaguars to do their part. When was the last time that you can remember back-to-back years with elite Jaguars players saying, I want to be in Jacksonville, sign me and keep me here in Jacksonville? Last year was Evan Ingram. This year, Josh Allen's made it perfectly clear. He wants to be a Jaguar in the future. Jaguars just have to do their part. And so far, they haven't. Josh did his. He went out and had a fantastic season, but now it's time for the Jaguars to get to work. Now, the question is, can Trent Baalke ultimately get the job done? I don't know. Look, if he's waited this long, this is a miss. The only reason the Jaguars are in this position is because Trent Baalke ultimately didn't take care of this a year ago. He could have gotten Josh Allen signed to a contract last offseason, buttoned it up, and Josh would be a long-term Jaguar. But I understand. Josh Allen's camp probably thinking, we want a really big contract, and last year's production wasn't necessarily indicative of getting that $100 million kind of deal that Josh has earned now. So now, Trent's got to pony up. It's time to back the Brinks truck up and pay this dude. Get 41 locked up. The Jaguars have a reputation of not being able to keep their own guys. Very talented players that are young and early in their career tend to leave Jacksonville and go play somewhere else. That's not how you build a winner in the NFL. It's time for the Jaguars to ditch that. And if you think players in the locker room don't notice that sort of thing, that players don't get paid by a team when they're due, they do. They know. They know the guys that don't get paid, and they know that about a franchise. This guy wants to be a Jaguar. Has gone through the rough times with the Jags. He was here for those seasons that ended with the #1 overall pick, and now he's here for some of the better times. If Trent don't get this deal done, I know Jaguars fans are upset about him now, but you should be really upset. Talk about running this guy out of town, because that's an indictment on inability to do the job. This one's real simple. Just pay the man and be done with it.